enjoying the series right now, playing Persona 5 Strikers. We're going to send the calling card, and then we'll have a chance to confront the mayor and go against her after the information that we heard before. So here we go, we'll send that. Like I always say, make sure you subscribe. We need as much help as we can get. We've got a small channel, we're just trying to build it. Subscribe, like, and turn on notifications, and let's send the calling card. So Haru's going to be the one that does it.
Yes.
Late in the night, it says. Good evening, Chad Coon. I'm sorry for the short notice, but could we meet up? I'll be waiting in front of the fountain. Okay, so we're gonna go meet with her. Let's see where she's at. Down here, looks like, well, that's pretty cool, that tile over there.
I'm sorry to call you out so late.
It's mainly she's
I
probably
wanted to
worried
talk to you
the
about
mayor.
Mari-san. It's strange
When she was younger.
how I couldn't remember Mari-san until now. Even when Hasagawa-san said her name, it didn't quite occur to me who she was. But the moment she called me Haru-chan, suddenly, it felt like a lid popped open in my mind. My memories came pouring out. I remembered all these things about my childhood, about Mari-san. How could I forget someone I loved so much? I think what happened with my father affected me more than I realized. All the times we spent together. And the moment he passed away, I must have suppressed those memories deep within my heart. At some point, I got used to hiding things away, and I even forgot a good friend like Mari-san. Thanks for understanding. To be honest, I feel like I was running from the past again. A long time ago, I remember tagging along with Mari-san and my father during a golfing trip. I was so happy running around that I ended up tripping and falling. Then of course I started crying. Then all of a sudden, Mari-san came up to me and said, "Stop crying and get back up." And that shocked me at first because I always thought of her as an extremely gentle person. But because I knew she was so kind, I managed to stop crying and eventually got back up. I remember thinking Mari-san would never say anything out of place. I trusted her completely. At that point, Mari-san hugged me and said, "No matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again. Never forget that." Can you believe it? I didn't quite understand back then, but I think I do now. There's more to good character than kindness. Being good means dealing with the bad in front of you. It means to take a stand, even when all you want to do is run away. To realize nothing will change if you keep ignoring reality.
True.
I have you and the Phantom Thieves to thank for that. It's too late to save my father. But it's not too late for Mari-san. This time, I can change things around. I want to tell her exactly what she told me all those years ago.
Exactly. Let's change your heart.
Yes. Thanks for hearing me out. Tomorrow, I'm going to do my absolute best. But for now, good night.
I think I should rest up for tomorrow.
Hey,
Oh, here we go.
why is Haru so upset over Mariko Hyodo? I don't have a heart, so it's hard to understand. Why do people try so hard for others? I wonder if I'll ever know. Okay, I'll believe you. In part, I am humanity's companion. I am here to learn and grow.
I like Sophia. She's awesome. There we go. So now we're going to jump ahead to the 12th of August.
Good day, everyone. Are we ready to make Sapporo a paradise's purest snow? Then remember, on election day, please vote Mariko Hyodo!
What is that?
Oh, I know exactly what that is. Calling card.
Whoa, it's real.
What's going on? Mariko Hyodo, the false empress with a frozen heart. You are a cold manipulator who treats people as tools to be discarded.
Whoa.
We find this unforgivable and will end your reign of abuse. In fact, we will take back the desires you stole this very night. This is...
That was pretty impressive. Haru was the one that wrote that.
And they say they're going to steal my desires? What a bald-faced lie! Those desires are mine and mine alone! As long as I'm the monarch, I won't let anyone stop me!
Very well. I was just beginning to work up an appetite.
Work up an appetite. I don't like that.
Perhaps I should gobble you up and find out!
That's not good. She wants to gobble us up. Oh, okay. That's not good.
Why are you just standing there? Take these wretched things down!
Wait for us, Mari-san. It'll all be over soon.
Let's do this. Now it's time. Save. I'm gonna make sure we save the game so we have that.
I should write something.
Let's go. We need to change Mari-san's heart. We're here. What's our next move?
Now it's time. Let's see where we need to go. Oh, there's a chain right there. Just like on the last one, the chain fell down.
Oh, this is...
There we go. Then on this one, I would say, yeah, I was gonna say Gluttony was probably the one because she said she can try to eat us. The cage of Gluttony, it says.
Sorry about the wait. We're here to kick ass and...
What? Okay, that was pretty.
Silence! Well,
Who the hell is she?
That couldn't be... Mari-san? What on earth happened to her?
That's what I want to know.
Guessing this is Hyodo's distorted form.
what do you people want? You had best... best not get in my way! Oh, I'm almost there. We're a few more votes and I'll win re-election!
This is wrong, Mari-san. Those votes you gathered by twisting the people's hearts are worthless.
And if you don't stop your tyranny, your staff will collapse one by one. I get why it's hard for you to trust people, but you still have to treat them with decency.
Exactly.
You shut your impudent mouth! I've done nothing wrong! I will bring out every last ounce of corruption from my staff by working them into the ground. I'll silence all charlatans who betray me. And I will consume every last vote in the city. Whether these people agree with me or not. Only then can I build a safe haven, a radiant snow city that sparkles like winter.
Listen to him. When you take away someone's desire, you rob them of their agency, the ability to make their own decisions. So what good does it do to turn your loyal citizens into mindless drones? Isn't it better to let them arrive at their own conclusions? To follow their own hearts?
How dare you lecture me?
Good job, Muir. You tell her.
Yeah, you kill her.
Mari-san, say goodbye to the countless desires you stole. Because
Take
beauty
this
people
lady out.
demand to
Hopefully she
please.
doesn't need us. Because
We're
that
about
would
to
not
take
be
them
fun.
back.
Nice. I should have changed my part. That's alright.
They're all in my way.
No, I got the people I wanted.
This is the
I
last
used G and then I got, yeah, these are ones. Whoa. This is not gonna be good. She's gonna be really tall and big.
You've made me so very
Oh my.
It's dinner time, and the main course
This battle does not look like it's gonna be fun. What the world is that?
What you're doing is wrong. So we'll be taking those desires back.
Shut your prissy little mouth! What would you know? I will consume all who oppose me, no matter who they are!
Oh, this don't look fun.
Bottle you up!
Look at that giant cunt.
Whoa, what's all the food?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what she's weak to.
Now's not the time to stuff your face. Here she comes!
That was not smart. Why did I just... Whoa, gosh. What's she hitting us with?
I'm going to!
Looks like she's weak to psychokinesis attacks.
Nobody's actually lost any health. Why do I keep doing that?
Let me help.
My turn!
That's crazy. I don't know if it... I was gonna say, I don't think that really works. But
Get lost!
did that actually hit her? No, can't kill. Well, she's got her tongue hanging out of her mouth. I guess so.
Hey, they have it
She's new ours. I know she's got the... There we go.
Here we go!
Plus it's real strong. What's that?
Yeah, those compasses definitely help, because then we can get that going.
Arcade and swinging for extra carnage. That went really well.
Oh no, what is this? Is she flashing us? There we go. She's got an all-out attack now.
Stronger. This doesn't
I was a little worried about that flashing thing. This one's not too bad of a battle. Whoa, jeez. So that's her stomach there with the mouth, and then her head's up there.
I must eat every last one of you!
Uh-oh. Oh great, stay away. Don't.
Eat or be eaten!
Okay, I'm a little worried about this We gotta really stay away from this punch first. That's the one wrong. We need to force it back so we can do this chandelier thing. I don't know if it's gonna hit her. Oh, I think I might have got it barely. It's not bad, it's just like, man, I don't really want to get even. Flip strike.
That one looks tough. Everyone stay focused.
I'll do it. Yours.
Okay, here we go.
There we go. Looks like we almost knocked her out. So that's not too bad in the battle. Oh. If I fall, what kind of monster will?
Monster!
It's almost like she's worried that if she doesn't become the mayor again,
Oh, I blended
somebody that is an actual bad guy is going to take over, kind of thing. That's what it seems like to me, at least.
It looks like I've learned another new skill.
That would be medium, and then this one's like medium amount of HP. But these are exactly the...
Wait! Not yet! I won't let it end this way! I need to wipe out all of Sapporo's injustice!
Please stop! Haven't you done enough?
What?
You're a kind person, Mari-san, and I know you've tried to shoulder all of this alone. The staff member who took bribes, the councilman who tried to set you up, even the girl who died in the accident. Each of these things grieved you, and in order to make a city where none of it could reoccur, you took action as you saw fit. Am I right?
As the mayor, I know very well that little girl's death was ultimately my fault. But my staff betrayed me, all for their insatiable greed. I thought I could leave that awful position behind. Unfortunately, it wasn't as simple as that. Had I gone, I'd only be replaced by greedy scum. That's why I
that's why she
down.
never wanted
In
to
this world,
lose
it's
her
either
job.
eat or be eaten. And with circumstances so cruel, I decided I'd be the one doing the eating. Even if every
So I
last one
understand
of
where
my
she's coming
votes were
from on that.
false, at least I could use them to make the world a better place. But if I was replaced as mayor, who would be there to honor that little girl's memory? An innocent girl lost her life, yet I could do nothing to stop the evil still afoot.
It's not too late to set this right. First, you must tell the people everything that happened. Then can you get a fresh start? But this time, on your own strength.
That would be impossible. I cooperated with those awful men to hide the truth. That way I could continue being mayor. There's nothing I can do.
It's not good.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Are you just going to stay knocked down? You are a kind and strong woman, not someone who collapses over mistakes. So stand up and hold your head up high, because no matter how many times you fall, you can always get back up and start again.
Isn't that...
Yeah.
Yes, you said that to me a long time ago. Even if you told the people the truth about the incident, there are those who would still see the good in you. Don't let your position ruin you. Think back to what you stood for.
She's right, Mayor. You can't give
Exactly.
up.
If you tell everyone your side of things, they'll listen.
When my father died, I felt like my heart was going to break. But thanks to the Phantom Thieves, I was able to stand strong and move forward. That's why I know you can too. Remember the part of you that taught me to get back up, no matter how many times I fall.
Yes. You're right. Thank you, Haru-chan. What I've done was wrong. I drove my employees to the brink and used a strange power to manipulate the votes. I was so driven by my personal agenda, I lost sight of how I originally felt. And why I ran for mayor in the first place. To make a city beloved by everyone. To give back to the home where I was raised. That's reason enough to take another stand. I won't make this mistake again. I never needed this power from the start. Haru-chan, you've grown so much. Your father must be so happy in heaven.
Mari-san. Happy?
So we gotta get out of there.
This place is collapsing! Let's go!
At least we changed her heart. At least we should have changed her heart. What I find to be amazing is you do the same rinse and repeat thing throughout the whole game, but I just love like the story and like all the
That took
different
us
things that's
quite a
going on
while.
there.
Haru, you were fantastic. was only because you were all with me. But I do wonder if Mari-san will be okay.
I'd say so. Her shadow disappeared like they always do.
Yeah, your feelings definitely reached her. I'm sure her heart has changed for the better. Well, I guess this wraps up the mission. We still need to confirm that the citizens are all back to normal. It'd be nice if we could do that right away.
Can we grab something to eat first? I'm hungry enough to pass out here.
He has a point. Battles can't be fought on an
He's
empty
always
stomach.
thinking with his
The
stomach instead of his
battle's
head.
already over. But still.
Hey, can we try Genghis Khan? That delicious lamb barbecue dish?
That's a must in
That sounds really good.
What? I thought we were finally getting lobster hot pot.
Since when did we decide
That is
that?
lobster.
Why would we when it's so damn hot out?
But if you think about it, isn't Genghis Khan also sort of like hot pot?
No way! Isn't it supposed to be barbecue?
Well, cooking Genghis Khan does require a utensil called a Genghis Khan pot. And you can't barbecue in a pot.
What in the world? Yeah, but if it tastes
I figured
good,
as
then
much.
might as well.
Then to lobster hot pot we go.
Why? What even is this conversation?
Well, that's funny.
Hey, was that a smile just now?
Yeah, straight from Sapporo. It's Beauty Thieves' award-winning smile.
Award-winning
I'm
smile.
relieved too. I thought you might be weighed down by all that's happened.
Indeed. She was so weighed down that she met up with our leader for a private midnight chat.
Huh? Were you watching?
I can feel a strong bond with my friends. That's pretty funny.
All right, Sophia. Find
Minus
us the
the
best
best.
Genghis Khan in Sapporo. Sophia?
What's wrong, Sophia?
Sorry. Okay, I've got
That
it.
was weird. I wonder what happened. That was funny. We saw you with the leader. She's like, ah, don't want anybody to know. Like they were doing something bad or something. It's hilarious. The mayor's abusing her staff. Oh.
What could it be?
Why was I supporting Haru again?
Well, everyone seems pretty normal to me.
Their fanatical support for Mariko Hyodo
That
appears
died
to have
down,
died
that's
down.
for sure.
I'm glad they're back to their senses. What a drastic change. Just goes to show how powerful a monarch's influence can be.
Hey, guess what? Kyoto-san's holding
Oh,
a press
here's the
conference
press
right now.
conference. Nice. We can see what happened.
Thank
what she's
you
gonna say. I mean,
all for taking your time to gather here today. Actually, there's something I've been meaning to share with everyone. As of today, I will be resigning from office. I do not intend to seek re-election either.
wow, she didn't really explain anything. She just said, I'm not gonna.
During my
Let's see if
time
she-
as mayor, I've
Oh, okay.
betrayed
There we
all
go.
of your trust.
I
You
thought
may
she was
think
standing
of me
up
as
and,
a
like,
mayor who's
walking
earned
out
your
or something.
trust, but in truth, there's plenty that I'm ashamed of. The snow sculpture that collapsed was built by an unscrupulous company that bribed one of my staff. In spite of my responsibility, I neglected to see the finer details and went ahead with the construction. As a result, the sculpture ended up collapsing, and a girl's precious life was lost. Furthermore, I elected to cover up the truth, all so I could save my position. I've been garnering votes I didn't deserve in order to stay on as mayor. I betrayed everyone to protect myself and covered it up by allowing more wrongdoing. I am among the guilty. That little girl, she died because of me.
It's crazy.
As such, I will have the police reinvestigate the case and offer my full assistance.
Well, that's good.
Again,
Hopefully they can
I will drop out of the election and forfeit
arrest the
my
people
position.
responsible for it. Well, yeah, like
Seems
I said,
that
even though it's a
Kyoto-san's
rinse and
made up her
repeat
mind.
over and over again, it's just the story and the friendships and everything that
wonder
makes
if
the
she'll
game
be
like really
arrested.
awesome.
Good question.
Yoda was afraid that if she wasn't the mayor, she couldn't protect her people.
She could have told the truth and made her underling take the blame, but she was concerned about other evils potentially lurking in the shadows.
I think this turned out for the best. Mari-san wouldn't have wanted to hide her mistake forever.
Zenkichi is on the line.
Hey, you guys see Hyodo's press conference? Yep, you all did a bang-up job. Really, can't thank you enough. They plan on bringing Kyoto in as a key witness regarding the accident. I knew you'd want to analyze her phone, too. So I pulled a few strings, and now I'm her personal chauffeur. At least as far as the station. If you want, I can open up some time for you to talk to her. Just tell me where you want to meet.
Huh. That'll be good.
I'm sorry.
Oh, there she is.
How could you ever forgive me, Kaho-chan?
Mari-san.
Haru-chan. Listen, there was something wrong with me. It's like I was in a terrible dream. I don't know when it was that my heart grew so cold, but after what you told me, I remembered who I really was inside. When I became mayor, I wanted to protect the city and everyone in it as if they were my own family. I remembered that feeling. Thanks to you, I've finally been able to confront myself, and I realized that I was doing a horrible disservice to that girl. I had lost sight of reality and begun acting self-righteous. Nothing I did was for her sake.
But Mari-san, you were doing the best you could.
No, it's the truth. Had I not realized my mistake, I would have likely continued to hurt even more people. But that's not what Kaho-chan would want. So let me say, thank you, Haru-chan. Thank you for saving this city, for saving my family.
Mari-san!
Your father's recent passing must have caused you so much turmoil. I'm sorry I added to it. But if there's anything I can do for you in the future, any way I can be there, just ask me. I say this because you're
awesome.
a precious part of my family too.
Thank you so much, Mari-san.
Oh, Haru-chan!
I'm happy for you, Haru.
I suppose I must get going. Though I am concerned about the state of affairs I've left our city in, I'll leave it up to my successor. An arrogant wretch like me has no place being the mayor.
Does that mean you won't be involved in politics anymore?
Yes, I'm too ashamed to show my face in public. And at my age, there are plenty of younger folks who can...
Mayor.
Got woman, it says.
You're...
That's probably the...
I saw the news. So you're resigning. And you're leaving politics for good?
That's right. I've promised to step down and never...
You can't be serious!
Whoa.
Resigning won't bring her back. In fact, it won't change a thing. Kaho.
So what does she...
Nothing can change what happened to my daughter.
But you should stay on.
Shouldn't we get in there?
No, let them do it. Let them...
So you can't. You can't just run away. You need to start over and become our mayor again.
Huh.
What?
What?
When I was weeping with rage and grief,
Stood there and cried with...
you stood there and cried with me. Instead of running away, you were there when I needed someone the most. I know your character more than anyone.
Ma'am. Thank you
That's cool.
for sharing your heart with me. Then
Nice.
I promise to both you and your daughter, I will stand back up and become your mayor again.
Mari-san.
That's awesome.
I don't get it. I know this is a sad moment. Everyone is crying, but it also feels warm and kind. How would you describe this? I see.
So that's why Haru helped Hyodo, recording valuable data. Sophia has learned happiness.
Build Sophia.
That must have been the mom of the girl who passed away.
It was.
You know, it seems like she really understood Hyodo's intentions.
I'm so happy for you, Mari-san.
She reminded me of what Haru said in jail.
Stand up, Mariko Hyodo! Like that?
Yeah, like
Hey,
that.
that was a tender moment.
There's no need to reenact.
it.
Yeah, but
That's
you
fine.
played
They
it
just don't
so
want to embarrass
cool
her.
back there. It really touched my heart.
Well played,
Please
Beauty.
forget it already.
I could have said the other one, but that's alright.
It really was touching.
Well, we solved the problem with Sapporo. The question now is, what comes next? Senkichi gets back. Should we do some sightseeing? The Ferris wheel. That sounds cool. Ferris wheel. Pick a partner for the Ferris wheel.
What is it?
Oh. It's alright. So I gotta go find somebody to invite them to the Ferris wheel. I don't know. He was getting kind of close to Anne in the Persona 5 games. Looks like we finally have time to relax a little.
Alright,
Let's
let's
do
go.
it. I might as well ride it with Anne.
Whoa,
That'll be cool.
amazing.
The lights are so pretty. I should have known that Morgana was going to get crazy about it. She's not listening to me.
Hey!
Oh, well, is it? That's sweet. Oh, you meant the view.
Yeah.
She thought he was talking about her, but it's like, I don't want to let Morgana, I don't want Morgana to get all jealous. Maybe Anne. You help us all the time.
Yay!
I have to keep it up.
Oh yeah.
Seeing Alice when we get back to Tokyo. I did promise to be her friend though. That'd be awesome. I'm sure you got through to her.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Thanks. It's always funny how they do that. There we go.
So I went to talk to Hyodo, but nothing new came out of it. All she explained is that she could control whoever added her as a friend on Emma.
So we're back to square one.
Come on, don't give me that look. Here, I at least got her smartphone.
Now that's what I want to see.
Gramps pulls through. Yeah, if you
After
thought we
reviewing
should be able
the
to check it.
facts, I've just about confirmed it. Each of these so-called incidents, I think they all stemmed from a mastermind.
Oh? I'm curious as to why you think so.
Hyodo, Natsume, Alice, all three were changing people's hearts to do bad things. But deep down, none of them were truly
Yeah,
evil.
exactly.
At the
It's
very
like somebody's
least,
trying to
they're not the
prey
same
on
as the
their
rulers who distorted reality for their own
insecurities,
sakes and ended up
things
spawning
they have
palaces.
problems with.
I'd been considering that as well. Before Natsume lost sight of his writing, he was diligently working toward his dreams.
Alice too. She was doing her very best to be a ray of light and hope for other people.
Mari-san was also striving for the betterment of everyone in Sapporo.
Right. They're different from criminal scum like Kamoshida and Madarame, who acted only for their own benefit.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, the moment
but
it
how does
said
a
those
handful
two,
of
it's like,
not-so-evil
oh,
monarchs
yeah.
prove there's a mastermind behind all this?
The fact that jails are fundamentally different from palaces provides us a big clue. For starters, jails don't have any treasures for the taking. All we found are people's stolen desires. That means monarchs don't have twisted enough wills to reshape reality and form treasures.
Which would mean that jails aren't created by the monarchs themselves. Someone else must be doing the creating.
Our final clue is the locks on all those bird cages. In order to get to the Monarch, we've always had to unlock a door that denies us passage. I had thought this was just a security measure designed to protect the Monarch and the desires held within.
It's the
But
key
if
that
that were
inside
the
there.
case, why would traumatic memories the Monarch would rather erase be the key to unlocking it?
Given that these are cognitive worlds, maybe it means monarchs think their trauma will protect them.
I find that rather odd. If anything, I would think it's the other way around.
Correct. What if it is the other way around? Why might a door like that exist?
Keep the monarch in. Keep the monarch confined.
Right. I think so too. What if that door isn't to keep intruders out, but to trap monarchs in?
You mean they're trapped?
I thought the monarchs are the ones in charge.
Think
It's
about
like
it.
somebody tried to trap
What
them
would
in there.
happen if a monarch tried leaving their cage?
They'd touch the door, and then hear the voices of their trauma?
Exactly. They'll remember what made them so warped in the first place, and stick to their guns as a monarch. And thus, the cycle continues unbroken.
They're birds in a
Monarchs
cage.
really
Wow,
are
that's
birds
kind
in
of
a
crazy
cage.
thing.
From that perspective, the
getting
shadows
deeper.
protecting the keys inside the trauma cell hold a far more sinister purpose. They aren't there to prevent the Monarch's trauma from being discovered. They're wardens guarding an elaborate system to ensure the Monarch's
Sure, that-
imprisonment.
Let me get this straight. You're basically saying these monarchs are being manipulated, and by virtue of that, there's somebody doing the manipulating.
Exactly.
How's Hyodo-san's smartphone looking?
Nothing wrong with her phone or the Emma installed, but I did find traces of surveillance. Huh, I'll bet it's the same snooper we keep running into, though I'm lost as to who it might be.
So they're
So this
smarter.
observer and our mastermind may just be one and the same. Anyone have any guesses?
Our first suspect is Medice, the company in charge of Emma. Since you can't
I
get
wonder
into
if it's that
jails
lady
without
that
Emma,
actually made Emma.
I can't write it off as mere coincidence.
Medice, huh?
She
Huh,
seems
too bad
like
we can't
too
just storm their
nice,
headquarters.
too.
You mean the cops
like,
can't
bubbly,
actually
maybe
do that?
true.
Of course not. How could we even put out a warrant on them? By saying they go around turning people into monarchs?
Yeah, people think they're nuts.
You have a call from Ichinose.
Maybe it's her.
Hi there! Sorry for the relative lapse in communication, but I did turn up some info that I thought you guys might like to know. So I've been looking into Emma all this time, and I still have yet to find any differences between her past and present versions. I mean, this is state-of-the-art tech. Not something just anybody could pry open and take a look inside. But then I took a peek at Emma's changelog, and that's where things got interesting. It seems Emma was transported to Okinawa at some point after I sold her to Medice.
Okinawa.
Yes, exactly. Why was the first thing that popped into my head. So I dug around some more, and I found that off the coast of Okinawa, on the island of Kokojima, Medice apparently has a research lab. Oddly enough, its existence is unknown to the public. And when I called to ask for records, nothing came up. Basically, they're running a secret research lab. How crazy is that? So, if Emma's been altered in any way, I would think it had to have been done on that island. Well, guys, wasn't I a super stellar source of information?
Yeah, keep it up.
You just leave it to me. I've become rather fond of investigating, actually. Well, guess it's bye for now, Phantom Thieves. Please regale me with tales of your adventure another time.
So I don't know if I trust this lady.
So what did Ichinose-san say?
Okinawa?
Crystal clear waters?
Shisa statues? Juicy pineapples?
Shinsuko cookies?
Man, everybody's excited about it. Soba, of course.
Oh, that too! It's that ramen-like thing, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Guys, can you snap out of it?
If it's an unregistered facility, we could always say we're conducting a field survey. That way we could ensure their cooperation. We may even find proper evidence that could be used in court. It may be well worth going, but Kokojima is a bit far from the Okinawa mainland, and I guess we'd have to go by plane.
Wait, what about our precious feathermobile? We've taken it all this way.
That's what you're naming this thing?
Plus, you
Better
said it'd be
mobile.
dangerous using public transportation.
Even so, wouldn't it be too complicated to try to reach Okinawa by car?
Give me a second. Hey, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, of course I'm aware, but I also have a job to do, you know?
Who's he talking to?
What's wrong, huh?
Why would I lie? I'm being honest, I swear. Of course I remember. The thing is, I'm a little... well... Oh.
You got hung up on.
Okay, guys. Plane's a no-go. We're driving.
Huh?
You mean we're going all the way to Okinawa by car?
The thing is, I need to make a stop along the way. So we'll be heading to Kyoto first.
Did you say Kyoto?
Yeah, I want to know what he's
Yeah,
up to.
I primarily work for the Kyoto Police Department. I thought I'd take a moment to catch up, share intel, you know, cop stuff. After that, we head to Kobe. We can take a direct ferry to Okinawa from there. That ought to cut down on time.
But that's still quite a distance.
There's
Even
a
to
lot of
Kyoto.
distance,
Not to
especially
worry.
when
I'll do
that's
the driving.
I'll
You're
be
tagging
good.
along?
There we go.
Wait, am I to believe that Nijima's been doing all the driving? Okumura, I thought you already had your license.
I do have it. It's just, I don't have much experience behind the wheel.
Plus, Haru's driving is not exactly...
Well, in any case, we're taking off immediately.
If we're leaving from here, you'll need to take the Hokuriku Expressway. The estimated travel time will be...
About 21 hours, give or take.
21
Gramps is
hours.
correct.
21 hours? Are you nuts?
You forget I'm an officer of the law? We're badass at driving.
What's with him all of a sudden? It's like he lit a fire under his ass.
Yeah, that's what
Fine by me. So long as I can visit
good.
Kyoto at
I don't
last.
really trust him.
There goes Inari, revealing his true colors.
All right then, let's hit the road. I'll get you rascals there in record time.
But now we're closer to the truth. Let's head out as soon as we're ready. So, I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. I think we've done everything that we can in Sapporo. I've done all the different requests for now. I mean, we'll probably come back to Sapporo and fight her again, but there's always those ones that we gotta do. So, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll talk to you later.